You're staring at a lease. $500 more a month for the better unit, the extra closet, the view. Your eyes go straight to that number, and something in your chest relaxes. Cheap, doable, basically nothing. But there's a hand pressing down over the bottom half of that page, right where the real number lives, and you don't even notice it's there. That hand belongs to a gremlin whose entire job is deciding which true number you get to see first. In a moment, you'll get the exact 10-second move that flips the number he's hiding back into view. A trick so simple, you'll use it on the next thing you almost sign without thinking. But stick around, because by the end, you'll see the real reversal, the moment his whole trick turns and starts working against him instead of for him, once you compare that number to the right thing instead of the wrong one. Here's how he pulls it off. The listing says $500 more a month. Your brain does the math instantly. That's basically a couple of coffees a day, barely a rounding error. You've already pictured yourself in the bigger place, the better view, the extra closet. It feels responsible even, manageable. Except your brain just made a decision using the wrong unit of measurement, and it didn't ask your permission. Here's the gremlin running that show. Call him the Delta Gremlin. His entire job is to keep your eyes locked on the smallest possible number that still describes the truth. $500 a month is technically true. It's also $6,000 a year. The exact same fact, wearing a disguise. The Delta Gremlin doesn't lie to you. He just picks which true number you get to see first. This isn't random. It's a documented pattern behavioral economists call mental accounting. The tendency to sort money into small, separate mental buckets instead of one continuous ledger. Monthly rent lives in the small recurring cost bucket in your head, right next to your phone bill and your streaming subscriptions. $6,000, on the other hand, lives in the big decision bucket, next to a car, a vacation, a down payment. Same dollars, completely different emotional weight. Landlords know this. Leasing offices know it. So do car dealerships, even the ones who've never heard the term mental accounting. Why does almost nothing get priced yearly anymore? Rent, subscriptions, financing, all of it gets sliced into the smallest recurring number possible. Convenient for you? Not really. Convenient for your brain's blind spot? Absolutely. Monthly numbers are just easier for you to underestimate. Think about the last time a subscription bumped from $12 to $15 a month. You probably didn't even blink. $3? Nothing. But add it up over a year, over every service doing the exact same quiet creep, and you're bleeding hundreds of dollars you never actually agreed to lose. The Delta Gremlin doesn't need one big theft. He just needs you to keep approving tiny ones. So here's a real question worth sitting with for a second. How many of your current monthly payments have you actually converted to a yearly number recently? Not estimated, actually multiplied by 12 and looked at. If you're not sure, that's not a personal failing. That's the gremlin doing exactly what he was designed to do. Drop your guess in the comments before you finish this video. Most people are surprised by their own number. Now here's where it gets sharper. The Delta Gremlin doesn't just want you to underestimate the yearly cost. He wants you to compare it against the wrong thing entirely. $500 a month gets compared against your paycheck. A number so large, the 500 looks trivial. But $6,000 a year should get compared against your actual annual savings, your emergency fund, your yearly goals. Against that number, it stops looking trivial. It starts looking like a decision. This is the reversal that matters. The monthly frame isn't just smaller, it's rigged to be compared against the wrong denominator. Your paycheck arrives monthly, so the monthly cost feels proportionate to it. Your savings goals live yearly, so the moment you switch the rent increase to a yearly number, you're forced to compare it against the right thing. And suddenly the math argues with you instead of for you. So here's the counter move, and it takes about 10 seconds. Before you say yes to any monthly increase, rent, a subscription tier, a car payment, anything. Multiply it by 12 out loud. Not in your head, out loud or written down where you can see it. Then ask yourself one specific question. Would you write a single check for that full yearly number today, right now, in one transaction? If the monthly version feels easy, but the yearly version makes you flinch, that flinch is the truth your brain was trying to hide from you. The Delta Gremlin doesn't disappear once you know this trick. He just loses his best weapon, which was your silence. He needs you to stay in the monthly frame, because the yearly frame is where his whole illusion collapses. Every time you force the multiplication, you take the decision back from your gut and hand it to your actual math. So next time a good deal shows up wearing a small monthly number, don't ask what it costs you today. Ask what it costs you by December. That single habit, the 12-second multiplication, is the one move the Delta Gremlin can't talk you out of, because it's not a feeling, it's arithmetic. Tell us in the comments which monthly number you're finally multiplying by 12. You might be surprised what December looks like.